sweet to me. This is where I wanna be. On up with you, supersonic. We're on fire, rockin' love alive. On up with you. Just in the backseat of the Beamer, put my feet up. How you feeling? Yeah, yeah. Just in the backseat of the Beamer, put my feet up. How you feeling? Yeah. Just in the backseat of the Beamer, put my feet up. How you feeling? Yeah, yeah. Just in the backseat of the Beamer.
And welcome back to Hand Collectibles for another Fanhome review and tutorial. And as always, please do hit that bell notification. Please do like and subscribe to the channel. It really does help. And as you can see, we're back with the next two issues of the Fast and Furious Toyota Supra. Brian's Toyota Supra from the very first Fast and Furious film. The Toyota Supra Mark IV, the bright orange Toyota Supra. This is by far probably one of my most favourite Fast and Furious cars. So really excited to see this build coming together. As you can see, we are getting on with the build now. We're at issue 71-72. As you can see, we've got 71-72 parts. So 71, a bit last bit I believe of the seat to do, and 72 seat belts. So without further ado, let's look at issue 71 first. Okay, so here we have issue 71 and issue 71's parts. So as you can see, bottom part of the seat, we'll move that to one side. We'll have a look through the book like we normally do. A bit about the Toyota Supra in motorsport. Oh, the DeLorean. The time machine, you know, iconic car as well. I have to have a read of that, how that incorporates into the Toyota Supra somehow. And yeah, must be getting desperate because there's now like a 3-page spread for the DeLorean. Then a bit about the buggy, Shaw's Monster. And then part 9, seat. As you can see, quite a simple issue to do, just the bottom part of the seat. And here they are, all the parts for issue 71 laid out. And as you can see, we've got a plastic bottom part of the seat belt holder, and a handle, and some AP screws. So where do we start? So first step is we are going to get the seat with a gap at the back around this way, and we're going to put this seat belt holder in on that side. Make sure it's clipped in. There we go, it's in nice and tight. And then on the other side we are going to put this handle. I'm going to push that in as well. There we go. That's then 2 parts in. Then we're going to bring the bottom part of the seat back in now. And then we're just going to add this to this. And then we're going to screw this together with 2 screws here and here with the AP screws. So I just want 2 of these. One too many there. Okay, we'll just turn this over and like I say, we're just going to do these up tight enough just so it binds it together. Don't want to go too tight because I don't want to split any of the plastic or any of the rubber. And there we go. And that is that seat complete. And that brings us to the end of this issue, and we'll move on with the next issue. Okay, so here we have issue 72, the booklet, and issue 72's parts. So as you can see, it's seat belts and clasps, so a fair bit of detail work to do in this one, but quite a major piece of the interior we're going to get done. So without further ado, we'll have a look through the booklet first. Okay, so we'll have a quick look through issue 72. Right, a lovely picture of the actual rear end of the car on the front cover, and then a bit about the China market for the Toyota Corolla. Bit of technical data. Bit about the Fast and Furious soundtracks. Here we go. As you can see, seats part 10, so it's all seatbelt clasps. Now, I've seen that some people are using the sticky tabs, but I think when I'm putting this together I may use a dab of super glue instead of these sticky tabs, just to make it a little bit easier and probably stand the test of time a little bit more. As you can see, then we're going to put the seats in, and then what it will look like when it's fully complete. Okay, so here are all the parts for issue 70 laid out, and as you can see there is a lot to put together. So we've got these two black clips, we've got these two parts of the seatbelt, we've got 4 of these that are the same, 2 of these metal clasps, got some JP screws, some EP screws, got some more clasps, and more clasps, and then these 4 seat belts here with this logo on, and some sticky tabs, which I don't think we're going to need because I think I'm going to use a bit of super glue instead, but we'll have a look once we start to put it together. Okay, so we're going to start off with these 4 shorter belts with nothing on the end of each of them, and then we want 72Bs, so they're these ones. Where's it gone? There it is. I'll put it up palm here so you can see it. That's these ones, and then you want these ones and all, which I believe are 72Cs. Yep. I'm going to build these together, so it tells you in the instructions to build these one by one, but I'm going to kind of, just to save a bit of time, probably build one and then build the rest of them, just so you can see what I like, but I'll probably only go into detail building one of them. So we'll just move these to one side for the moment. So out of the way, we'll build this one first. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to take one of these, going to get the seat belt, going to go through the bottom first, oops, the bottom first, then hold it, and you want to come back round, then go through the top. Definitely easier said than done. Okay, so that's that, and then pull it through. That looks like that. Now it says turn it over to this side, and then we want to slide it in, and then you want to put it, and we'll lie this flat. It says 3 centimeters. Don't laugh at the ruler, I stole it from my 6-year-old. It says you want about 3 centimeters away from the end, so I'll move this back this way a bit. Maybe a little bit more. So yeah, about 3 centimeters. That's about where that's going to be. And what we're going to do is we're going to take now one of these. I'm going to put this on the opposite end. Like so. And it says you want to give about centimetre over flap, right? Because what we're going to do is once this is about a centimetre, what we're going to do is we're going to flap it this way back in on itself. We're going to tack it down with a bit of glue. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to use this bit of cardboard because I don't really want to get any glue on this. I'm just going to get this to a point where it's about a centimetre. definitely is a little bit of faffing, that's for sure. A little bit more. Okay, that's about where we want it. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little bit of glue, tack it, and then roll it. Okay, now I'm just going to tack this, and not to move that up, because you want to keep that kind of where that is. Okay, so that's that one done. So if I turn it over, so that way, you can see, done that way, and that's on the other side as well. And that's that one done. Now, next, we want to keep it rotated this way, and then we want to bring in one of these. And then with this, I'm going to go this way around, and we're going to go under there like that. Then I would imagine we're going to tack this as well on that side. Now what I've noticed is there is a mould mark on these. In fairness, I'm going to match the mould mark up so it's on the inside of the seatbelt and not the outside of the seatbelt. Go. Like so. Then I'll presume, I'll double check the instructions, but we are just going to do the same again and tack it. Yep, that's exactly what we're going to do. So what we're going to do is we're just going to tack this again. Okay, don't want to put too much of this glue on it, but enough. Okay, now I'm going to tack this back on itself, so enough, just so this is still loose and moves about. So that is kind of how that sits, and that is how the other side looks. Pretty cool. Right, so now what I'm gonna do is now put the rest of them together, and I believe once you've done two of these, your other side will just then tack to this side like so, and then we'll be doing the same again with these two, what we've just done with this.
sweet to me. This is where I wanna be. On up with you, supersonic.
Okay, so that's one whole side complete. As you can see, that's what we've made. And what we're going to do now is we're just going to do that again with the other seatbelt with this one.
This is where I wanna be. So sweet to me. This is where I wanna be. On up with you. So sweet to me. This is where I wanna be. On up with you. Supersonic, we're on fire. Rockin' love alive. On up with you. Rockin' love alive. On up with you. Just in the backseat of the Beamer, put my feet up, how you feeling? Just in the backseat of the Beamer, put my feet up, how you feeling? Just in the backseat of the Beamer, put my feet up, how you feeling? Just in the backseat of the Beamer, put my feet up, how you feeling? So sweet to me. This is where I wanna be. On up with you, supersonic, we're on fire. Rockin' love alive. On up with you. Just in the backseat of the Beamer, put my feet up, how you feeling?
Okay, so quite a detailed piece to do, but yeah, that's them two main seatbelt parts done. So we can now move on to the next part. Okay, move that to one side. So the next part we need are these seatbelts here with the logo on them. Then start off with just one. We want the red part of the logo where this thumb is. And what we're going to do is we are going to put a small clasp on, like so, back through. There we go. There's a small clasp. Then what we're going to do is we're now going to put a bigger clasp, one of these bigger clasps on as well. Okay, so I just wanted to double check. So this has a notch at the bottom, so you'll see it there. And you want that. So you go through the top first. Like so. And then back round and through the bottom part where the notch is. There we go. Okay, so you want a small one and a large one at this end. Then we're going to put another small one at this end as well. I'll put all these on first and then I will measure them up where they're meant to go. Easier said than done with these. Okay, there it is. That's that through. So that's where you want that. Now it says this one should be 4 centimeters in. So move that up a bit. A little bit more. That's about the 4 centimeters where that one should be. And then it says three centimeters and 4.4 and a half. So 3 centimeters for this one. And 4.5 roughly for this one, which is about where that is. Okay, so that's how that all sits. That's what it looks like. And then we're going to do it again with this one. And that's them two complete. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring one of these back in, the belts, and it's going to go around on the back side. Let me just move these out of the way, get this in the right position. Move that there. That there. And what we're going to do is we're going to tag these. I'm just going to trim these before I do. Right, now what we're going to do is we're going to put a dab of glue here, and then we're just going to roll these over. I want to do them so that the seat belt is free flowing and all moves about. So like this, yeah, that's how that one sits. And we're going to do the same with this one. Put this back in, get it in place again. And what I'm going to do is just make sure I've got all these correct. So yeah, that looks alright. Now I'm just going to flick this over, and I may just put a little bit more super glue on these just to tack them. That's it. So they are now tacked in place, and that is how they go, like that. So when I turn these over, like so, that is how they sit, like that. And that is one side of the harness complete. Okay, what I'll do is I will now make the other side up as well. Okay, so that's them seat belts put together and done. So like I did last time, just going to roll these over that way, like so. Then I'm going to bring the centre seat belt back in, this one here, and what we're going to do like we did last time, we're going to tack these and wrap them over. We'll do this side first. Oops. So that's that one down. So we're going to do the next one as well. There we go. Both of them on, and then I'm just going to tack the back of them a little bit. Like so. And I can then turn this over. And that is what that looks like with that harness fully done. There we go. Okay, so I've brought the main interior piece back in. I'll just show you these again close up. Pull that one back in. Like so. So that's how that's going to sit. So that's my harnesses complete. 2 of them. That's how they sit. And as you can see, I've got the main interior piece. And as you can see, I've got the Mike Lane carpet in that as well. If you want to see how the carpet was fitted, go to one of my previous videos and you'll see the installation of the carpet in Mike Lane. So really nice, a lot better than the carpet that you get with Fanhome. So as you can see, it's got side bits on as well, so really nice piece, and you get this lovely piece for the speakers as well. Okay, so the next step is we are going to take the seatbelt loom, and these need to be bent round on the underside. It might be worth passing the screw through this first. Try and just line this up with a hole. So, oops. And you want to get it the seat belt goes around like so. Tuck this one back in the middle, and we'll do the same again with this EP screw. Okay, so I'm not going to do them up really tight. I'm going to do them up just enough so they move about. Like so. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do the other side as well. That's that side in. And then I've put the other side in as well. Okay, that's them in. Now, what we'll do is we'll bring the seats back in, so that we did from the previous issue. And then what we're going to do, we are now going to tuck the harness over. We're going to go and tuck these two, because these two will connect to the roll cage in one of the next issues. They go through there and then connect to the roll cage. And I think what's left to do with this one is we're going to spin it over and we're going to attach this seat with these JP screws. Okay, so I've got the seat and I've lined up all the holes on the underneath, as you can see. We'll just insert these. Don't need to go too tight with these because the seat does have to move backwards and forwards while it's in. That's one in. Back it off a little bit. And then one more in for this side. Okay, move that seat belt to that side. Then maybe I need to go a little bit looser with these so the seat can actually move backwards and forwards. There we go. I feel like this one down here maybe just needs maybe just pulling out a little bit. Okay, something I'll sort out a bit later on. Okay, And now let's get this side in. So this is the driver's side, so it comes with a little handle on this side. What we'll do is we'll do what we did with the last one. Put these through, like so. Then we'll spin this over. You'll see where these are lined up. Put that one in there. Before I do that, I just want to make sure these seat belts are correctly put. Okay, so like that. Now I'm just going to put the rest of them in.
So sweet to me. This is where I wanna be. On up with you, supersonic. We're on fire, rockin' love alive. On up with you.
Two more. And last one. There we go. That's them in. They'll kind of just sit on the seat, kind of like that. Once it's in place, that's a closer look at that. Looking very, very cool. Okay, so I'm just having to read the instructions. So you do the 4 centre ones up tight, and then these 2 outer ones, do them loose. So the chair then slides back and forwards as you need it to. So these 4 done up in the middle tight, then these 2 side ones loose. So it does then give your chair, it can move backwards and forwards. Not a lot, but a little bit. And that is how they look. They look fantastic in place. And then obviously these will go over the back, and then when the roll cage, the yellow roll cage, because obviously the car was originally yellow and they never painted the roll cage in the film, and I suppose they deemed it as too much hassle, this will connect to the roll cage as a full harness. But yeah, really nice. Look at that. Fantastic looking piece. Okay, so now there's just one last step to do. I say one last step. Is to put these 2 normal seat belts together. So you get 2 of these, 2 of these, and 2 of these. So I believe what we want to do is get seat belt up this way. Double check. Okay, so that's your roller. You want to go roller down, so like that. That faces that way up. You want to get one of these. Put this on first. Move that up. And we're going to turn this over. And then we want one of these. I believe it goes this way around. Whoops. And what we're going to do, like we've done with before, I'm going to tap that over, put a bit of glue on it, and get that in that way. Right. Okay, I was wrong, I had it that way, and it's not, it's, this goes this way. line this up as best I can before I tack it. Okay, so tacked it with a super glue. So yeah, I'll show you now what it looks like. So that's the roller, and that's how that sits. And that on that side as well. That's how that goes. Now it does say to tack this with a little bit of sticky in the middle, but I'm not going to bother. I ain't. So now that is the lap belt. So one of them. So now I'm going to put this one in, and then I'm going to build the next one. Okay, so we've got our harness, so I'm gathering it's going to go in this little D-man here. I'm going to put this in, and then once the car's in, I will presume this will then go on the inside of the car. So let's just bring this in, mount this in. That little D mark, there we go. So actually you might, it will fall down, so yeah, maybe we'll tack that. Once we get the interior in, we'll tack that at a like a higher bit. But at the moment, until I actually know where I want them, I'm just going to leave that freestanding like that, free flowing. Now we're going to sort this one out as well. So, like that, because that's going to go in like that. Drop this in, like so. And this on like this. And then we're going to tack this with a little bit of glue. Okay, so I've tacked that one now. So that's that seat belt in place. As you can see, just tacked it there with a bit of super glue. Now what we're going to do is we're going to insert this into that D-ring, that D hole again. Like so. So it's just a push fit. And this will do exactly the same up and onto there. So yeah, look at that. Really starting to come together, the interior. Super cool. Okay, so that brings us to the end of this issue and the end of this video. As always, thank you for watching Hand Collectibles. Please do like and subscribe to the channel. It really does help. We're near enough at 500, which is like a milestone from when I first started this channel. So really do please help me push the channel on and get us, you know, at that 500 mark, and then we can push on to the, you know, the big 1,000. But yeah, look, thank you for watching. As always, your collection, your rules. I'll see you next time.